Kate, is a question that 70,000 strong ask before every game at Caesars Superdome. Who'd that say they gonna beat them Saints? Then in a few moments, we're gonna see a team trying to provide an answer here in New Orleans. Today, we see who's better in the NFC. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints.
Blake Grupe to kick off for the Saints.
Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. And this isn't even going to be close, partner. The opening kickoff fails to reach the landing zone, so they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game.
You know, you call that toss play. It's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Play action now. Purdy completes it downfield to Pearsall. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And it's a game down to the 5-yard line. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Valus Jones now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They're led by the 2nd-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
You know, one thing I get a little tired of around draft time, Kate, is hearing all these people say, oh, he can make every throw. He can make every throw. Technically, sure. Every guy that's drafted can make every throw, but how special are those throws? How much accuracy, how much zip? When it comes to Spencer Rattler, dude's got a live arm. It isn't the arm or the skill set that saw him fall to the 5th round. It was some of the ups and downs in college. And when given a chance and the right supporting cast, he does have elite on target.
And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he's able to get it past midfield and down on the 49er side. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They're on the toss to Kamara. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Just an outstanding play by that safety. But I'll say this, Kate, that offensive coordinator, take note. Those safeties are flying downhill. To create a negative play on a toss, I can assure you a reverse, a trick play, somewhere over their heads coming eventually.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame. But that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Rattler to the air now. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37. Running behind center with Kamara. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. They go play action on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. They toss to Kamara, headed right. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's the pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Rattler back to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it. Thought they turned it over on downs.
Turnover on downs.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On third down, Purdy. State pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring on fourth down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Now it's the Saints' all-time leading punter, Thomas Morstead, on to hit this one. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. This New Orleans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Hop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. And the 49ers in a nickel set. Third down coming. Rattler. It's him on the in route. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be fourth and maybe a yard.
Gain of 9. It's fourth down.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Saints with it on 4th and 1. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Looking to throw, Rattler. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Counter give to Kamara. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Hits him on the out route. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
There's a whole lot of trust going on. Trust between coordinator and QB and O-lineman. You make that call on 4th and 2. It's not a little push you need. It's a lot. It's exactly what they got.
And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
He takes it himself. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. The Saints calling for a timeout. So they're first. Third down, 1 yard to go. Throwing is Rattler. That's caught for the first. And And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone now. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Saints cut it to just a point before halftime. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
All right, they're lining up for 2 and trying to take a lead into the locker room at halftime.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! Escapes the pocket. And he gets into the end zone. Not a bad way to end the first half. Adding an octopus as time expires. So just a 1-point game here at the break, Brock, as we go over to the EA Sports Halftime Reports with our buddy Scott Hansen.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed takes out a one-stop. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The New Orleans offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
Everyone's
and
prepped.
12
It's second down now.
At the 26-yard line.
Another run for Kamara. Hits a seam at the 40. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up and you can reset those downs.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Kamara now on first and 10. Juke the defender. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. They stay on the ground with Kamara. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Martin on the tackle.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Throwing on third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the first.
And the Saints, first down.
Working inside the red zone. Rattlers hit, the ball's out. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
Nick Martin on
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints grow their lead to 8.
Saints 15, 49ers 7.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter.
To kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. All right, here we go. Second down.
37-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Third down.
Now they send their back in motion right. 3rd and short, here's Purdy. Out to his right, out, it's a screen. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And a 49er first down.
Tight end going in motion here. From the gun, McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun is Purdy. It's made over the middle. And they make the stop. I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On the counter, McCaffrey. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. And they catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Oh, they nearly got to that one, but it's away. Not a great effort, though. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a first down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Stepping up, and he's going to run. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, San Francisco.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is first and goal. McCaffrey trying to punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers down by only 2 in the 4th. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They're going to try and run for it. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
49ers.
Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. On the return, here's Jones. Escapes a defender. He makes it up to the 25. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Rattler setting to throw. Now here he goes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
45-yard line.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Now Rattler. Oh, he's going for it again. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They're set up at the 35 now. Run here with Kamara. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Throwing this back in the end zone. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Jair Brown has it. So that brings us to the First call here coming from the shotgun. Setting up to pass. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down after a short gain. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up second down at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
First down, 49ers.
He'll look to throw it. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here he is to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that will not be enough for a first down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Throwing now. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he'll get it up to the 44. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Pretty throwing here on first. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. You've got to keep moving quick here.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second down.
To the air again. Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. San Francisco calls it second timeout. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. They toss right side to McCaffrey. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and
they're down to 34 seconds as he clocks it.
37-yard line.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Running back sent in motion. To throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Saints make the play that should win in this game.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
The New Orleans offense set to go now. And that 2-point lead, it's still right there on the scoreboard, Brock, after their defense got off the field clean.
And now, Kate, this offensive goal is to make sure that clock expires with that lead still in hand and them holding the ball. You absolutely do not want to give this ball back, knowing the other side still just needs a field goal.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up second down. Running right, it's Camara. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got third down. The defense takes its third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On the toss to Camara. And he's going to go out of bounds with close to enough for the first. And he is marked short, so it is 4th down and less than a yard.
That's pretty good reaction time, Kate, right there from that defense. The flow to get to the edge and cut off that toss play. What could have been a big gain is kept to minimal yardage.
He has it on the QB sneak. And he's going to have the first down there for the Saints. And that should be enough to run out the rest of this one.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Saints First down.
So it's a win for the Saints. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.